Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Floating Floors. It is live on Kickstarter now, and actually this is super exciting for me because Floating Floors was submitted as a print and play to the Gaming with Edo design contest last year, stay-at-home design contest, and I remember it then. It's cooler with these components for sure, but I totally dug it. And I'm thrilled that development's continued and it's coming to Kickstarter. This is a neat strategy dexterity game. We're playing as ninjas, 2 to 4 players. This is set up for 2 players. And we have our little ninjas. And what we're trying to do is get the tokens. These all have proper names, but get these little tokens from the other player, and we're going to do that by traveling across the board. However, we can't just walk across it. We have to go across these floating floors, hence the title. Well, how do you get that? Everyone has these 3 dice. You're going to roll it, and the outcome of these dice tell you what components you can get. So this is a white square, and a black hexagon. So then these can be placed on the board on places that don't have water. Anywhere you want. And once you do that, you're then allowed to place one of these floors, like so. And so here's the trick here is, I said that's my first turn. What I'm trying to do is walk my guy across this floating floor, except if I were to try right now, I'd probably, oh, there it stayed, but if I stood here, oh, he falls off, right? And so that would be a failure on my part. So what you're trying to do is figure out how to set up your pieces, and there's some flexibility in like where within your square, but set it up so that you can start walking across. So you can move as much as you want if it's stable. So maybe I did move here, it stays, and then I go to the middle. Now I can't actually walk on white with black, so I'm probably stuck here, and then white would go whatever, do some stuff, and start that process and maybe get some neat things. But once you start playing, the other neat thing that happens is, oh, that's cool. Again, I probably can go here. I probably can go here. Can I go here? No. But what happens is, so now we're going back to my next turn. So then you can use these for different things. One, you can use them to create standing places for your color. So now that I have that black there, I can stand on top of this. Now if I stand on top of this, I think the other one was there. I think it'll still stay. But sometimes it won't. And what you also start doing is using these as counterbalances so that you can go, like say, I think if I had wanted to go here, I couldn't go here before, but if I counterbalance that and I need to go this way, now I might be able to stay, right? Like, super smart, interesting play. You can also take these stones from other ones as long as there's not a character on it. As you get these, they will eventually allow you to give you one ability to rotate a floating floor, and you can otherwise mess with the other player. If there's a failure on the part, the other player gets to reset up the board, so you get an advantage there as you're getting the colors the way you want. The way this mixes balance with this sort of strategic weight placement and structure placement is really well done. I really dig it. I've done things like it, but the way it's put together here is really nice, and it's not, you sort of have to remember a little bit what's under there. You can obviously look, but sometimes things you think will work don't work, and you just got to figure it out as you're moving. And then as the players start crossing each other's paths, and there's more players you can play with 4, you then have interaction as they're moving across and collecting things. Oh, and to collect, you don't step down. You essentially just end, you'd end at it. So if I went to that would let me get that. There are some bonus rules and extra things that you can do if you want for like more advanced play, like saving tokens and things like that. But that's the general gist of it. I'm really curious what the Kickstarter has in mind and how it's going to work. The one thing, if there's anything that I'd like, is at least using Game Crafter components. This is totally a prototype. These are not terribly different. They're a little different, but I would be interested in seeing a little bit of more shape, but also different weights. Pushing it a little more. Right now, they're pretty similar. I don't feel like the color is significant, but not so much the shape. But I'd like to think that with the actual components, this will be a little bit more split, so that you have to think a little bit more on what to use where and what. So, but it's a cool little game to play with 2 players or with 4. So this is Floating Floors. Floating Floors. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.